you guys, but for us. We had a little crime. Footage was stolen, absconded from the beautiful Diego, and he is safe. But we're doing this again. Welcome back to Home Decor Homies. Amy, Davy, why don't you tell them how you know me, and then we'll pretend that I've just seen this for the first time. Or we won't. It's actually been updated since I was last here. So I'll let you guys tell them how you know me, and I'm going to leave. Get out of the way.
This is Amy, and I'm Davy, and we are Meta Haiku. How do we meet Kelly?
I mean, it was inevitable because we pretty much have every single friend that we each like is like one and the same. But we originally met via
A shoot.
Kayo. Yes, we were shooting for a brand that we both love and work with called Kayo, and we were brought together by our love of pre-loved furniture.
And now we're here being homies.
Yeah, exactly.
A wall has been removed.
There was a wall here.
There was a wall. Tell me everything.
Well,
So we were originally just trying to take the baseboards off of the wall that was here, and we poked a little hole through, and some light came shining through, and we were like, you know what? We should just start
you should just see.
pulling off some
Let's just
drywall,
look.
see what happens, and
2 weeks later.
yeah.
No wall.
We eventually asked the building for permission, but it was really too late at that point.
It's so bright though.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, the wall was fine, but this window and the light that's coming in, like right at the door, is amazing. Is this guest quarters or did you
It
move
will
your
be.
guest?
This is our guest bed, and we're gonna do a sliding, like opaque glass door wall
Amazing.
the whole way.
Yeah.
And that way we'll have partial privacy, but still get the light and just like a little more openness.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I love the change.
You like actually literally don't know how to refinish a wall yet. So this era is all about learning like now the next stages of construction. And so in the meantime, to kind of make it a little more beautiful, we put a curtain to kind of give a little bit more like privacy to some of the.
Yeah, and I
less
love these. These are beautiful. You make these curtains,
I do.
which is so incredible, and such a great use of, you know, fabric that is gonna be tossed, especially because you don't need huge pieces. Like the quilted curtain is obsessed.
Oh, thank you.
I love it so much.
Yeah, it's a big mix of like pieces from my great grandmothers on both sides, and then also just some like cheapy fabrics from like pieces at Goodwill that I bought that were like too stainy to wear. So
Perfect.
that was so much fun.
Obsessed. And then we have this mirror here, which I don't, was this here? I don't
So
think
it was.
Yeah, we moved that. Huh?
It was part of our kitchen complex thing, and so we moved it over here. I guess when we redid the kitchen, but we needed like more like entryway storage. We were just like sick of looking at stuff when you walked in. So
Yeah, well, I like that it
works.
reflects the dining room, it reflects
Yeah.
the windows. It's so cool.
Yeah, I think too it's nice to get that like last look before you leave the house. I'm not like huge on having like mirrors everywhere. I know a lot of people like it, but I don't. So I think having one just on the way out is like the perfect touch.
Yeah. And then we walk into the loft. This is just airy, sunny delight. So nice.
Yeah.
This table is incredible. I know the story, but tell us again.
Yeah.
This is like, to me, the find. It's like one of those find of a lifetime.
Oh yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
This is a serious find. Amy, you wanna, since you have a personal vendetta.
Ooh, a vendetta
A
table.
vendetta, don't count.
Obsessed.
I love estate sales. So I'm like every week I'm constantly refreshing estatesales.net to just see like what we got going on. And this one I saw that there was like it claimed it was like a business restaurant closure, and I was like, that looks like too pink and familiar. And it was the Wing, which I feel like really had like its moments of like meetings and girl boss era, and I wanted to go check it out and get a little piece of history. So we went, and as I was kind of scouring the books, Davy was like, I like see him from the corner of my eye, like looking for something. I'm like, okay, you know it's good when
Check the
someone's,
label,
like,
exactly.
looking for the label.
Absolutely.
And we found this amazing table that's by Muller von Severin.
Yeah, Muller von Severin.
Muller von Severin. And we like absolutely love their designs of their home. And it's just like the like most like durable, thick, cool little bit quirky
The
table.
peach and the red, you know?
We somehow got it into our car.
Yeah, it is heavy.
Davy was like holding on for dear life, and I
With the
was
trunk open.
literally, I had heart palpitations because I just like wanted to make sure he was okay. I was like whatever about the table, but also I loved the table. We got home.
Love the table, don't die.
Yeah,
Love
exactly.
that for you
Me
guys.
too. This was like such a score. It's a $6,000 table, I think, and we got it for under 500.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's incredible.
Don't
Major
tell.
find.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
And I love the placement. I mean, lofts are meant to be lofty. I love like just how furniture is placed. It's casual, but everything is good, so it just kind of draws your eye around the room. Is there something that is new that you're just dying to tell me about? Is there anything interesting you want?
Can I have two?
Yes.
Okay,
you
I
can
have
have
two.
20 if you want. What are your
Okay.
two?
Oh wait, I have three. Okay,
What are your
I'll start with
three?
my first
Okay.
is this $0 free chair. from
This
Facebook
is the free
Marketplace.
chair?
This is the free chair, and I really scored. It was like I thought. It
What?
was like, I know. Like all of the carvings on it, insane. It was like in someone's home, like right off the silver link.
You done
It's a
good,
fact.
Amy. You done
Right?
good.
Well, I've been trained by you. Like now, my
Well-
algorithm is starting to pop off.
Oh my
But yeah,
goodness.
he was giving away this chair. I drove over. It was like outside. I like screamed thank you, and this was mine. And I thought it would
I
be,
like the little stars on it.
Me
Yeah,
too.
it's incredible.
Like,
and I thought it would be just like a normal chair size, but it has sort of this like extra.
It's
like,
wide.
scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is super
The
exciting.
chair is plus size friendly, Amy.
I love
For your
it.
large friends.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So wow,
So
this
that was
is
the score.
the free chair.
The free chair.
Absolutely. Okay, what's number two?
Number two is our kitchen.
And I do have to moment of silence. Should we hold hands?
We should definitely hold hands.
Moment of silence for the focaccia that you bought me on my
Oh my
first
God.
visit. That bread,
Good. Speaks to my soul.
unreal. Okay,
Shout out
so
friends and family. Best focaccia in LA.
wow, so good. Okay, so now this is different.
So what happened here is we moved in and there was like an IKEA wood laminate kitchen. And so we were like, we don't want the
That would be a
laminate.
great solution if you're trying to like cover something existing in your renter. But for us moving in, we like wanted to DIY it
Yeah.
right away.
Right, so we sanded down the laminate and we primed it and we painted it like infrared orange, right? Like really bright. And it was fun, but it's not something we could look at every day. Like that
I
really
feel
was what it
that.
boiled down to, especially like during golden hour. We get all this amazing sun in at golden hour and it was just like
Glowing.
took all the energy and put it right here. Also, at the end of the day, we're like not professional painters, and so everything looked painted, you know, which was like tough. So we kind of like bit the bullet, took them down, invested in some new cabinet covers. So it's the original structure, but just new cabinet faces. And then we ripped these out this week, which are really nice.
Yeah, this I'm excited
And took the
about.
cabinets out and put in
Oh.
stainless steel, like open shelving.
Yeah, no, that's really fun. So, new cabinets, new underneath. Wait, this was different,
Oh,
right?
that's-
Oh, I got this. Actually, this was another estate sale find that was so fun. It was this woman who had just passed, and she was in her 90s and was like an old Hollywood art director. So she had like amazing art. This I specifically liked because she had made it, and her little signature was on it, and I really love that.
Yeah,
I had
that's.
to get this.
I love it, and I love the placement. I love an obscure piece of art. Put it somewhere random, over a door frame, like wherever you want. Obsessed. Wait, so that was number two. What's number
Okay,
three?
number three is an unlikely pick for me because Davy is really the plant dad in the house.
Yeah.
But I'm obsessed with this new Ornithia baby.
Oh, it's so cute.
So beautiful. We did a plant pop-up last weekend. Actually, I was at your brunch, and then I
Yeah.
snuck off and went to our friend Zila from Plants and Spaces, made this beautiful piece and gave it to us as a gift. And like, it just makes me really happy. I love how like it's sort of quirky.
Yeah, sculptural.
Yeah, it just
vibes.
it feels really like nice in our home. And Dave and I for a long time have talked about getting something more unconventional.
Mhm.
So I love her.
I love it. I am the biggest fan of this gorgeous tree. Like, she is thriving.
So
Also, now that we're in the living room, should we sit down? It's so
Yeah.
nice in
Perfect.
here. Please tell us about the plant and then everything else, but this tree, wow.
So this tree I inherited from my mom, and by inherited I mean she
Stole it.
moved and I took it.
Inherited, aka
Yeah, but
funded.
it was an outdoor tree for a almost 10 years. So I wasn't sure if it was gonna survive inside, but it's doing really well. We pruned it like crazy this week, took off a bunch of leaves to make it more like architectural looking. And I think it loves being here. It seems happy.
Yeah, it does seem happy. The sofa is so comfy. Where is this from?
CB2.
Beautiful.
Lots of naps.
The sexy low cocktail vibe coffee table. And what about this little arrangement of the lucite, and it's very beautiful.
These were also stolen from Davy's mom. By stolen, I mean she gifted them to us. And she is an interior decorator as well, so she just like has, I think, great like vision and great stuff. So these are, do you think they're from the 70s?
Yeah, at least the 80s. We definitely had them in my childhood home. My mom reupholstered them.
And I love this like chocolate brown velvet. I just like don't think there's enough like chocolate brown in homes. And I like think it's my favorite
I think
color.
it's a great alternative to black, and also obviously mixes really well with black. I find it really grounding. They look like they're like late 70s. I feel like if they were 80s, I feel like it'd be a little thicker.
I think so too, yeah. And I just love, especially like when the sun comes in and sort of like hits and dances off the lucite, it's so nice. This we also thrifted. I love this chair.
We did, shout out to Motley. And we got a beat up one, like people really love the Wasley and wanted it to be all like perfect, and like it's obviously taken on like its own kind of iconography in the last like 10 years again, like, you know, on Instagram, etc. But I like that ours is like really kind of trashed.
I love something being
Same. You know, it's like, I feel like a true vintage lover understands the value in patina, especially on things that are leather. I mean, sure, a gash in something that's upholstered can be, you know, more of like an eyesore, but honestly, even then you can probably make it work.
Yeah.
Beautiful, like hand
Exactly. You know, things don't need to be perfect.
We put some art up, and we put this chair here because most of the time we were looking here at just like a blank wall in the back. Something was off.
Yeah.
So
a little empty
just
for
fixed
you.
it. Yeah.
Beautiful. What do you want to show me next?
Let's walk over to the studio area. At the end of the day, we also want to work here. People know us for our other studio, and so we wanted to kind of like build a part of our space to be representative of what people know us for. So we had the rug at our old studio, and we had our backdrop set up there, so we moved it here. And so this is kind of like our loungy office area, and also where we do our photo shoots. I'm really tired of seeing like a sterile photo shoot. So like space, like, oh, this is the room with the floor and the wall thing. So the rug, I think, really like helps make it feel,
it's incredible,
like its own space, and also like much warmer than kind of like a generic like content studio.
The size of this rug
yeah.
is like, holy wow. Is there a story behind it, or where'd you get it?
So this is another.
We basically just pillaged Davy's family's.
So
I'm going to the mom's house
so this
with
was
a
in,
U-Haul truck.
This was in my childhood home, and it has been in storage for almost 30 years.
Wow.
So it's been in storage for almost 30 years. When I was 6 or 7 and we moved, my brother and I each got to pick a thing that we were going to keep in storage for later. So I picked this rug, my 7-year-old.
At 7?
At 7. I picked this
This is
rug.
your design choice at 7.
A young king.
Legendary.
And my brother picked this amazing mahogany like bar with like mirrors. It's so cool. It's still in storage because it's totally not his style, but it's beautiful. And when we got into our studio, we were like, oh my god, we have room for this rug. So we figured out how to get it shipped here. And it was in rough shape because it had just been kind of rolled up for 30 years.
It looks
But now
in
it's
perfect vintage condition.
Something else that's nice that we just, I mean, we had this last time, but
Oh.
we have like a semi-privacy situation. If Davy's working on a shoot, he can be doing his thing while I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like continue to like create separation and like such like a lofty kind of space.
I love the extra long table for 2.
Estate sale fine. It was a
Butcher block.
yeah, like
Incredible.
a kitchen counter.
It was sort of unclear if it was actually an estate sale or if someone just like broke into someone's house and was like taking a butcher
It
block.
felt a little
A
unofficial.
little
It was slightly sus,
Unofficial.
but I really love it. And so, I mean, just like it feels so solid to work on. It has great beveling and like.
Where'd you get the legs? Like, did you make them, or?
So those are just sawhorses that we had for woodworking. We were kind of flirting with different ideas
Yeah.
for a permanent solution, but these are really good for now.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. And I like all the mixed wood over here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's like when you just buy stuff because it's cool and you like it, and you have like the ability to place things and just put it in, it all will just work out. And I feel like it's such a good example of that. Like there's like the warm mapley things, there's darker, there's oak, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that I really feel like I was like channeling my inner Kelly was when we put up this like shelf. We just had 2 extra pieces of wood. I really loved in your office. You have all of the things like behind you that just like inspire you or are easy to grab for reference. So we put these up.
It looks great.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's like, again, mixing woods, like felt like a little nod to our first studio that's like more of this pine and like industrial.
This makes me want a loft so much because I had a loft when I was like maybe 22. We didn't have any furniture. Mm-hmm. We had one Pier 1, was it? Like dining set that my mom gave us.
That's amazing.
And then all we would do is roller skate in the loft because we didn't have any furniture.
I mean, that's
R.I.P. Pier 1.
I know, R.I.P.
That's sick.
We were browsing on the internet, and there's this guy who's got this incredible studio, and he just used ping pong tables everywhere as his work surfaces. And we were like, oh, we have one at the other studio. So we just brought it over here like 3 days ago.
Yes.
Have you used
Do
it?
I need a ping pong table?
It's kind of a
Because
vibe.
I need a large workspace. Friendship stools. You and I were talking about how our Facebook marketplaces are so like drastically different. I didn't tell you this, Davy. I got sent into the worst vortex of Facebook Marketplace because I helped someone find something that was really contrary to my style. And now I just like messed up my algorithm. But then I was like typing in all my like keywords again and just like see my stuff. And these stools pop up and I text Amy like, stools, they're straight, $30. Like, I don't need 3 stools. And she's like on it, buying them, purchased, they're in the house, we're gonna, sand them down. Like, do you want yours sanded? So, we have friendship stools now. I'm obsessed.
They have this cool, like,
Oh, the snapback.
ball-bearing thing.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of into it.
And Davey and I are really obsessed with like watching on YouTube people like rescuing old furniture.
Yes.
So this is our first attempt because we typically build our own stuff, but like one of them you can see is like a bit sanded, and this is our first attempt to like.
Wait, was this the?
refinish.
Yeah. Is this the pre?
That's pre.
So this is untouched.
That is untouched.
Obsessed.
Untouched. And
I think I want the messed up one.
Yeah, I love it.
I kind of love it.
Well, and I feel like with the style of like how much beautiful like artistic touches you have in your home, it'll really like suit it.
You need a little. My friend Trish always says a little kink in the room. You need a little wonky thing. I love, and
I
they're
like these
so
metal,
sturdy.
like-
I'm excited.
Obsessed. Wow, look at it. Stool activate.
Stool
Absolutely.
activated.
Love it.
Love.
Okay, so last time you were here, we had like a very emotional moment, and that seems weird over a director's chair, but this is my manifesting chair. I got it from Canadian turned American icon Alex Trebek from his house, and I know you grew up watching a lot of Jeopardy. Same.
We all did.
Yeah,
We had to pour one out, take a moment.
It's one of those things where we can't recreate the moment of me seeing this for the first time where I was almost sobbing.
It's incredible.
I was like, they think I'm insane. But it was just on the television after school between, my mom coming home from work, cooking, my dad hanging out in the kitchen, everybody just chilling. And it was always on, always.
Yeah.
And so when he passed, I just felt like this little like a family member, and I felt like most of America felt that way.
100%.
So that you have this.
Yeah, this was his from the Jeopardy show.
Yeah, this
It's
was
the one he sat on for, I don't know, 20 plus
30
years.
something
probably.
years.
Well, I mean, this I would call the find of a century.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that it is in the hands of people who love Alex Trebek the way that we all do.
We're taking good care of him.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
This is definitely our estate sale.
Here's my fake cry. Oh my god. Like, that's how I was. I was trembling. I was like,
so good.
I was like mentally unwell. It's fine.
I love it. Perfect.
Gorgeous.
I'm gonna do a little manifesting.
Yeah, do it.
I love it.
Oh,
Personal though, I
Leave you
can't.
to
You know.
it.
Personal.
Yeah,
Wait, honey,
personal.
let's look away. Let's
Look away. Avert your eyes.
Avert our eyes,
Let it
avert our eyes.
manifest.
Okay, so don't kill me, hi-fi heads, because I don't know anything about these, but they're beautiful. We're trying to put together a sound system, So kind of what we did is we had a friend who's like into it and like hit us with a Facebook Marketplace link, and we thought they were gonna be like this big, and we showed up and the guy's like, I got the dolly ready for you, and they're like 100 pounds each. I think they're like beautiful and super sculptural, and they're from the 70s. I think they match our place so well, and I'm really excited to get a turntable and a receiver set up so we can listen to some like chill jams at the crib. So I love these guys. I think they're really like made for this place. Like you can't have these if you don't live in like a warehouse style loft. What do you think?
I think they're gonna be really good. We just have to figure out how they work. But in the meantime, I like them as a sculpture.
Yeah.
They're also really pretty. I'm happy with them.
Slumber party! Okay, the room is like minimal and chill. I'm obsessed.
We try to keep it simple. It's like everything else is, living in a loft is chaotic, right? Like as beautiful as it is, and like it's so fun to play, like it feels pretty crazy still sometimes. Sometimes you wake up and you're like, this is a lot. And so it's really nice to have a room that's just like white with curtains and
Super
simple.
chill.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense because I've always had like no thoughts about my bedroom affecting me, I guess, except that I had kind of like a clean room. But in New York, right before I moved, I changed my bedroom. I think it was painted a color, I can't even remember. And I made it really minimal, and I was instantly sleeping better. Is that wild?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's funny because now my bedroom is completely the opposite. It is very cozy, but there's a lot of texture, a lot of layers,
Yeah.
and a lot of things now. I just redesigned it, and I'm not having a problem sleeping, but I do wake up feeling a little bit like a creative energy because I'm mentally stimulated. So I think it just goes both ways, like depending on like what you need from the space. But did you guys hang this? Oh, or are you just using the pole?
So we're using the pole,
And I
but then we
think
That's
put
so
this up.
smart.
Yeah, I think that's like a big learning for us too from like moving into like a loft. Like you really have to work with what is there instead of trying to work against it because you're not going to win.
Yeah.
So yeah, we thought about where our closet should live at least temporarily, but it feels pretty permanent now.
Yeah,
It feels
yeah.
good. Were the shelves there, or did you build
We
it
built
out?
We
that
built
whole
the shelves.
thing.
It's really nice to kind of be able to see the clothes through it. It's also when you're in there, it lets in so much of the room and the light that you can see what you're doing.
And this TV is
Right.
awesome.
So we like debate, right? Because like, do we want to be TV in the bedroom, people?
I'm sold. I was not allowed to have a TV in my bedroom, and I love it now so much because I'm an adult and I can do what I want.
You can do what you want to do in your
Exactly.
house, babe.
Yeah.
I grew up with a TV in the bedroom, and then I sort of rejected the notion. So when I first moved here, I took a TV out. But what was I doing anyway? I was watching it on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm watching it on my phone and my iPad. It's like the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm with you.
Yeah, it's
Are you
so
on the
nice.
fence or?
No, I feel okay with it. It feels like a luxury. She falls asleep halfway through a show,
Yeah.
and
I
I'm
love
fine
sleeping.
turning it
Same.
off after. If we were up all night watching TV, maybe it'd be a problem, but we're not.
Yeah.
We're sleepy people.
And this is a gorgeous TV option. It's not a frame, but I love that it's an easel essentially.
Yeah, Samsung Serif. We like had our eye on it forever before they started selling in the U.S. because I saw it on all the cool like Korean Instagram accounts, and I was like, "What is this thing?" And finally, it was available. Got it right away. Super easy.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And we like can set stuff on top.
You know, it's like a little shelf too.
Yeah.
I
I
love
like it.
Yeah, we
I'm
really
like,
like it.
I don't need another TV, but
Yeah, it's
kinda.
Yeah.
This is so great. Thank you for letting me into your house.
Oh my god, of course,
Twice.
I anytime.
I know.
Come
Now I'm
anytime.
just coming because, you know, like whenever there's focaccia, call me.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, just
right,
to hang
the
out.
footage was stolen.
The footage was stolen. It's been so fun getting to know you both and making such fast friends. I feel like the community here in LA is just so intertwined. It's amazing. You're bound to meet everyone you're supposed to meet,
Yeah.
which is amazing. The Loft is so cool. You've done so much since I was here. What, like 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago was it?
It was about 3 weeks.
Like 2
Yeah.
weeks ago. Yeah.
And we're missing a wall. We have a new kitchen.
Yeah.
We have a found free chair. We have a ping pong table. There's a lot that has gone down.
Lots happened.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
anyway, thank you guys.
Thank you.
I'm so
You're always
glad,
welcome.
and I hope everyone loved getting to check out your place. Fun.